Wow, die Ärmste ist aber wahrscheinlich...
The locator stopped working. Is the forest interfering with it? Ugh. Let's just go grab the diadem.
Oh, jetzt habe ich den anderen getroffen. Ist das euer Scheiß Ernst jetzt?
Treasure.
Pass auf, Alter, nachdem es jetzt immer wieder um KF, irgendwie... Ich kann seinen Namen nicht aussprechen, Alter. Ich hoffe, in Fortnite sind normale Namen. Wird's wahrscheinlich der finden und dann passiert irgendwas. So nicht Fatui? Ja, hier ist es sehr sicher. Drop.
Uh-oh. This place looks empty. Did someone already take it? Well, we might as well head back and see if anyone's turned it in.
Genau, da muss ich jetzt... Und wieder zurück. Sehr gut. Helfen und Nilo sind schon da. Achso, das ist Wasser, was da oben runterfließt. Oh, super, jetzt ist sie gefreckt, Alter, weil die Story eingesetzt hat.
Oh, looks like Layla sees the diadem. But getting to the goal won't be easy.
That guy enters the fray.
Aber der hat auch nicht mal Punkte, oder?
Horizon's device has gone haywire.
The competition is heating up. Oh. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
It's Kave's toolbox! Throwing the diadem to its owner.
Yes, that's right. Put the diadem in place, and you shall gain all you desire.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head!
I am confident that you will not disappoint me.
What just happened to me?
Something's wrong.
Coole Sequenz, Alter. Ich liebe es, wenn die Kampfszenen machen.
At long last, someone to inherit my estate, and with it, my research. Come, Kaveh. Come to me, my child.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
I am Sachin. Well, to be precise, I am but a fragment of Sachin's mind. Fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met. But you are made of sterner stuff than he, more cognizant of the trials and tribulations of this world. It is you who are worthy to inherit all that I once owned. We meet for the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance. So please, pay attention and bear witness. You have all performed outstandingly in this Interdashon Championship. The Academia has many rare talents among its ranks, and you are the creme of the creme. But if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh. Not only because you were victorious, but also due to our similarities in character.
Me? Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the misfortune to be idealists, and that is the source of our misery. 28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Alas, endless strife and slaughter. Conflict over water sources, robbing of merchant caravans, exploitation of the people relentlessly, day after day. Beyond the wall of Samiel lay a completely different world from the one I knew. The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately to find a way to save them.
So, did you find a way?
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use Vahumana knowledge to find the answer. I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, and even sought out the scholars living deep in the desert who called themselves the Lost Darshan. But in the end, I found that the answer I sought simply did not exist. It was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions to any one party, for the sins are carved into humanity's very nature. Our nature begets conflict, and conflict begets destruction. This is the inexorable truth. The aim of my research was to draw lessons from history. But what I discovered was that history offers no such guidance. Think after this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of emptiness. But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experiences before requesting that the Academia manage my estate.
As I thought, the contract you signed with the Academia was in essence your will. But if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
I mentioned that I had performed a great many experiments concerning human nature. You may regard this as the very last experiment of them all. The Academia has no shortage of genius talents, nurturing the brightest minds of every generation. And so, with a handsome reward to draw out the worthiest of individuals, my hope was that one day I would find one who could untangle the mystery of human nature once and for all, and help to move the world onto a better path.
I see. So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a person would have a clearer understanding of humanity, society, and the world.
Huh?
But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
You are highly intelligent, Yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment. Part of my investigation into human nature. Whether my successor suffers as a consequence of my research, or succumbs to an indulgence in pleasure-seeking, my research will have progressed. I grieve the fundamental sickness of the world. I regret the unbearable weight of its history. And I lament the research that I failed to complete. And this, Kaveh, my dear child, is why you will be of great utility to me.
You're absolutely certain that you want to give me everything you owned? For me to do with as I please?
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the journey that I could not.
Warum macht das?
Will the verdict I reached cause you suffering? Or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer. All of my research materials are being stored at our...
I've heard enough! My life's enough of a mess already. The last thing I need is more suffering. Keep your Mora. I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain? Well, if that's the case, then your wealth can go to them. I guess that'll be the end of that.
Wolltet ihr das sogar?
Kaveh.
Are you all right? Any physical discomfort?
I'm fine. Thanks, Tainari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh.
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed the task prior to that. According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him the winner of the Interdarshan Championship. As the champion and Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the rights to inherit the entirety of his estate. For the avoidance of doubt, can you confirm that it is your intention to donate all of Sachin's wealth?
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better. Rejecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I, we're not the same.
All right. As the scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file. The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine. I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer. We won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps. Sachin's words can only cause pain, but not anymore. No one else has to hear them now. We're all scholars here. I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine by me. I'll bear that responsibility. It's the least I can do. And, well, it's the only thing I can do.
Well said. What you've expressed is a sense of justice and idealism that many aspire to, but few dare follow through with. I say this despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous. You have long been aware of what your flaws are, but your pride alone prevents you from admitting it. Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech. Contestant Kaveh, on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to congratulate you on your victory.
What? Please. I don't need your insincere praise. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your commentary focused on the competition, not my views.
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the award ceremony.
Looks like the ceremony will be held at the main venue. Let's head over and check it out.
Also war es nichts zum Körper übernehmen, sondern nur um sein Wissen weiterzugeben.
Thank you all for your excellent performance. And that brings this year's Interdarshan Championship to a close.
Jetzt dachte ich schon, ich bin der Einzige.
Finally, it gives me great pleasure to invite our champion, Kaveh, to the stage to receive his award. Typically at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award. However, we have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate and made the decision to donate it all to charitable causes.
Sachin's estate is getting donated?
So much, Mora. And he gave it all up?
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the chance to change their lives for the better. Of course, without the diadem and prize money to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you like to say a few words, Kaveh? I'm sure...
I'm not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won, even though I'd say luck played a big part in that. As for why I want to give the Mora away, I don't support Sachin's views, and I don't want to take his Mora. With a lot of things in life, people need to experience them for themselves. It shouldn't be up to one person to make a judgment on. Not him, and not me either. Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated topics. So, I guess that's all. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Oh, Kaveh, just one moment. While this is a short and sweet award ceremony, we do still have a prize to present you with. Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card. Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals you submit.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for project proposals, forget it.
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over. Let's give our champion Kaveh one last big round of applause.
I still don't really get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live in luxury for my entire life.
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on, we've still got the whole Wisdom Gala to explore.
Glad that's over. I think I'm quite good at giving speeches, but this one was just so tiring.
Do you mean that you're still exhausted from the competition? Honestly, you don't look happy at all, but whatever else happened, you're the champion, you know? Don't you think you should be proud of that?
I suppose. Oh, wait. Sino said he wanted the card, didn't he? And now I have it, right here.
So you're gonna give it to him? But if it's a rare one, you should be able to make a tidy sum of more off it.
Why would I do that? It's of no use to me whatsoever. I may as well just give it to him. Could you pass it on to him for me when you next see him?
Whoa, whoa! This is a super big deal! You should do it yourself! Come on, let's go find Sino.
Der steht doch immer noch da.
Huh? But I was gonna rest for a while longer. Hey, stop pulling my hair!
War das Paimon? Das war doch die Hand von Paimon. Jetzt zieh mich nicht an den Haaren, kommt bloß so eine Hand.
What you looking at, Sino?
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue. What brings you here?
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I figured you'd have more use for it than I.
But it's a limited edition. Are you sure you want to give it to me?
What else would I do with it? I have no use for it.
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong and I will help.
That's not what I meant at all. Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this card. I'll figure my own issues out by myself.
All right. In that case, I accept your generosity. But now that I realize that you have no concept of its value, I cannot simply take it from you. How about this? I shall buy it from you at a fair price. Namely, the price that the previous limited edition card sold for.
Oh, come on. It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
1 million more at the very least.
How much?
A million more?
If you feel that's too low, I can go a little higher.
1 million mora for a card? But you already have a whole bunch of these, shiny ones, don't you? I saw your deck last time we played.
Not every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed, but not rare.
Huh. Well, I guess they must pay you plenty to be General Mahamatra if you're splashing out on things like this. But really, it's fine. I'd feel bad taking mora from a friend.
Don't feel bad. I save a lot. I can spare the mora for this card.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You should watch that, you know. You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living with debt is miserable.
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience. I guess you've been through a lot?
I don't want to talk about it.
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice. In any case, I, Sino, will take this precious card, and it shall join the deck of destiny. Kaveh, come with me in a few moments to collect the mora. Thanks to you, I have achieved my goal for participating in this tournament.
All right, if you insist. Far be it from me to refuse your courtesy any further. Well, at least I'll be able to keep on top of my bills this month. Maybe I'll even have some left over. In fact, let me treat you all to a meal later. Bring Tighnari and Kale, too.
Well, this is what they call all's well that ends well. Paimon wonders how the other contestants are doing. Let's go check in with them, shall we? Since we're guest commentators and all.
Ach so, ja, okay. Das habe ich ganz vergessen. Verdammt. Sind jetzt in der Akademie oder unten? Ah, warte mal, sind die im Ding? Die sind bei der Nilo drin, ne? Sei doch.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from me on what to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting edge by everyone in the academia.
Really? Well, then, sure, Madame Farzan. Maybe you could pick out a few fashionable outfits for us.
Farzan! Nilu! Even Dia and Candace are here! What are you all up to?
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling through the streets. Madame Farzan here's pretty friendly. When she heard that we were buying clothes, she decided to give us some help.
I don't really see anything I'm familiar with. Never mind. We can purchase some textiles and make the clothes ourselves. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base. And embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some green leaves.
Oh, wait a sec. You sure that's the latest style? That sounds a lot like what the older folks back home would wear.
Don't worry. This style is a timeless classic.
No thanks. This is actually sounding pretty weird.
Wait. Madame Farzan's right. That style is a classic and used to be mainstream fashion. But these days, There's some other options too. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone? It's not often that we get to meet up, especially since Candace rarely makes it to Sumeru City. Also, I know a few places where I can get a great bargain.
Sure. I'm happy to leave it to you.
I'll come with you to have a look. One always has to keep on top of what the youth of today are into.
Madame Farazan? Come quick! She's over here!
Who are you?
We're new in the academia. We saw all the amazing things you did during the competition. Do you have any classes we could sign up for?
Of course I do. And you're both very welcome to join.
That's great! We can't wait. What's your area of research? Precision mechanics?
I'm from Haravatat.
Huh? But you seem like an expert in machines. Wait, sorry. I remember now. You were representing the Haravatat Darshan in the championship. Oh, their classes are so boring, though. I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me know if you run any other classes in the future. I'll be there.
I knew it. What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
I think you're amazing, Madame Farazan, and I'd like to learn from you for a while, if possible. I can take the class you're teaching as an option, even though cross-Darshan lessons might be a little tough to arrange. But I look forward to learning from you.
I see. You're a good egg, child. Don't worry. Study under me, and I promise you, you will get the best teaching available.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I won't disturb you any further. See you in class.
Was für eine Bitch, Alter.
I don't quite understand what happened there, but congratulations, I think.
Was für eine Bitch, Alter, weißt du so. Oh ja, hey, du magst doch Roboter zu. Nee, rede. Ah. Ha. Die sind langweilig, tschüss.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out some clothes?
Nein, für Traveler kriegen wir ja keine neue Kleidung, verdammter Käse.
Sorry, we can't. We've got a meal with Kaveh later, and we have to check in with all the other contestants before then. Oh, by the way, have any of you seen Hat Guy or Layla?
I don't know where Hat Guy went. We just saw Layla not too long ago, though. But she was hanging out with some other Ratahoa students, so we didn't get a chance to speak with her. Are you gonna go and see what she's up to?
Ratahoa students? They must be the ones who voted for her to enter the competition, right? Oh, she didn't end up winning, so Paimon wonders how they feel about that. Let's go take a peek.
Ja, aber sie ist mit auf dem zweiten Platz, ne? Ach ja, Jelan ist ja down. Weil die Spackos nämlich gemeint haben, die müssen ja unbedingt dann wieder die in Story-Dingern die einfach rausschmeißen. Scheiße, wo muss ich denn hin? Da oben? Ich bin gerade unsicher. Ist jetzt weiter unten? Ja. Ah ja, da geht's ja so immer runter, ne?
I'm sorry, everyone. I could have done better in the third round.
Oh, stop it. If you're going to beat yourself up after doing as well as you did, how bad does that make us look, huh? Heck, it's not like any of us had the guts to enter the championship.
I didn't see the whole thing, but you were the only contestant who scored points in both the first two rounds, right? And I heard that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close to winning the competition.
Aw, I just got lucky, I think.
That can't be true. You had some really stiff competition out there. The renowned Tainari from Amorta, even Sino the General Mahamatra was there. You're amazing, all of you. Getting points off them is a huge achievement. The way I see it, people aren't exaggerating one bit with the nicknames they give you. You are a genuine genius.
Aw, thanks a lot. But I really don't think I qualify as a genius. In the second round, for instance, I dozed off and somehow found myself beside the device when I came to.
Ah, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. We've decided we're taking you out to celebrate, and that's final. Let's go. Cheer up, Layla. The rest of today's all about you.
Looks like things are going well for Layla. This is great. We haven't seen Hat Guy since the end of the competition. Oh well, it's almost mealtime. We'd better go meet up with Kaveh and Sino now.
Okay, also haben sie Layla nicht, nicht da drin reingebracht, wegen... weil sie nicht ausstehen können oder sonst irgendwas, sondern weil sich keiner getraut hat, das zu machen. Und hey, sie hat ja super abgeschnitten, ne? Also kann man ja nichts sagen. Ist der beim Essen? Schauen wir mal, was er vorhat. Vor allem hat er gar nichts gewonnen eigentlich, ne? Wobei er in der letzten Runde schon ziemlich auf die Kacke gehauen hat. Der hockt er mit den anderen zusammen? Ach nee, das ist das Essen.
Are you sure you have enough to cover this? Don't blow it all at once.
Don't worry, I budgeted very carefully, and this is well within my means. Anyway, I've lost count of how many times you've treated me. It's high time I return the favor. Oh, Traveler, Paimon, over here!
Ooh, look at all this! Good food, here we come!
I heard that you went to see the other contestants. How's everyone doing?
Faruzan found herself a student, and Layla's classmates are bowled over by how well she did. We couldn't find Hat Guy, though. Who knows where he's gone?
Al-Haytham's gone missing in action, too. Huh. The one time I'm actually in a good enough mood to treat him to a nice meal, he disappears without a trace.
Al-Haytham halt.
That guy. Where the heck could he have gone? I still have questions about that note he left.
Deswegen ist er mit Hat Guy weg, ne? Weil der Hat Guy hat ihn ja vorher schon geholfen. Scaramouche, Alter, hat ihn schon vorher geholfen. Ich kann nicht aufhören, ihn Hat Guy zu nennen.
Well, whatever. He can do what he wants. Now, let's eat.
Ihr genießt ein fröhliches Festmahl.
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but at the time I was expecting at least some amount of deliberation.
Sachin's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up. I could feel his emotions, too. It was a mix of despair and horror swirling around inside my mind. He bombarded me with his ideas relentlessly, like he was trying to brainwash me. It gave me a splitting headache that only got worse as he went on. Like I was saying at the time, his views are not necessarily completely without value. But if all his research does is lead to misfortune, then we're probably better off without it.
If his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer, the Mantra would step in and ban it.
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth. But that wouldn't have been your style. I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate. He chose you. That means he knew what he was doing.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good thing. It means that you have integrity.
Thank you, oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing Al-Haytham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Seems like you always include him in the conversation, even when he isn't here.
Yep, no dinner with Kaveh is complete without a few words about Al-Haytham.
I sense that Alhaitham has in fact been here with us all along.
He's here? Where? Why didn't you tell me?
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
Das, I know.
Oh, that was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
Was ist denn das Knistern?
Good thing you didn't say that before we started eating. That would have killed the mood in a heartbeat.
All right, enough about Alhaitham. Tainari, did you achieve what you wanted out of the championship?
I did, in the first round, in fact. Word of mouth proved very effective. I spoke to a handful of people, they told their friends, and so on. Now, a record number of people have signed up to attend the next lecture. Oh, are you free next month? You should come along, maybe even say a few words.
About what? I don't know the first thing about anything Amorta related.
Just play to your strengths. For instance, you could talk about the distinguishing features of rainforest architecture, or ask everyone not to chop down too many trees the next time they're building a house.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Sure, I'll make time. Has everyone had enough to eat? I can order more if anyone's still hungry.
I'm full. Thanks. Paimon's super full, too. If only we could eat like this every day.
Yeah, we should do this more often. Work will always be there, but seeing friends is important too. This is a good restaurant. Let's definitely come here again.
Sounds good. We should pick a few other places as backup options, though.
There are other good places around here too? Oh, and don't forget to invite us if you go. There's nothing we love more than good food.
So, und jetzt noch in Erlebe und Entdecke, oder?
Do you have plans after this?
I was thinking of maybe going to the academia for some alone time. Nothing set in stone, though. Why do you ask?
Hä? Ich dachte, ihr redet.
Since everyone is free, why don't we play a few matches of Genius Invocation TCG?
Eager to show off your new limited edition card, are you?
Not to show off. This is my way of thanking you for your help. Only my best friend will have the honor of seeing this card's debut play.
All right, sure. I didn't bring my deck with me, though, so I'll need to borrow one.
Actually, Master, I made a new one a few days back.
Don't tell me you've been spending all your study hours playing cards.
Come on, no need to be so stern. They do say that your innate interests are your best teacher, don't they?
Okay, weiter geht's. Verlasse die Taverne. Da geht's raus. Das ist eine lange Story. Ich hätte sie früher anfangen sollen, verdammt.
Well, it looks like this Inter-Darshan Championship's a wrap. All that stuff with Sachin and the diadem got sorted too. Have you still got anything else on your mind?
Sachins Forschung.
Oh, right. Yeah, Sachin said that he placed his research materials at somewhere beginning with but Kaveh smashed the diadem of knowledge before he could finish. It might be dangerous if someone finds his old research stash, right?
Rudolph.
Holy smokes, you're right! He said he spent all that time researching in the desert, didn't he? So it's very possible that that's where he'd leave all his notes. Alright then, let's head off to Aru Village and try our luck!
Achso, da. Nicht gesehen. Alter, das ist ja so 2 Stunden 15. Macht die mich fertig, ey. Ich dachte, das wäre jetzt in 1,5 Stunden rum oder sowas. Aber das ist doch nicht mal fertig. Schauen wir mal, was abgeht. Ja, dachte ich mir doch. Dann hast du mal das Zeug gefunden und liest es gerade. Und wo ist der Head Guy?
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, hey, Thumb. What are you doing here? And what are you reading? Are those?
Sachin's notes? Yes. I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his research. If it wasn't for that, I never would have agreed to being a commentator. I had a hunch after seeing the fragment of his mind, and sure enough, I came here and found his research.
Wait! So, you've read it already? Are you alright? How do you feel?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity that these notes seek to convey. Only one who resonates with these sentiments would suffer and begin to think of history as bleak, the present as perplexing, and the future as pessimistic. Empathy is a double-edged sword. Clearly, I am not the same sort of person as Sachin was. Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain societal advantages. But this also makes it hard for them to achieve their goals.
Why's that?
All important things in life involve other people. As such, it's extremely difficult to live a life that causes no harm whatsoever to others. If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies along the way. Not everyone can deal with that reality. And that reality is like the material here. Objective, heavy, negative. But, at the end of the day, for all these experiment results and conclusions, it's just one person's perspective, Sachin's.
So, what are your thoughts now that you've read it?
As a scholar, Sachin was without a doubt a genius. He laid the blame for the darkness in the world squarely on humanity, experimented extensively with reliable results, and drew logical conclusions. In that sense, one might say his views were correct.
So, people are bad? And things can only ever get worse? All of that's true?
That is not a question for me to answer. Someone else will arrive shortly. You can ask them instead. All I will say is that the world is not built on correctness alone. Sometimes, being correct means nothing at all.
Das, was du auf die Unterlagen geschrieben hast, was bedeutet das, dass in den alten Runen aufgeschrieben ist?
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. By their own choice, the idealist seeks to bring happiness to all while denying themselves the same. Thus, they shall never reach even the borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that blinds them. I've never been able to agree with certain philosophies. Even Sachin himself struggled to comprehend the notion of sacrificing oneself for the greater good. But sadly, all viewpoints will find their supporters, and the way we see the world largely decides our fates. All right then, I got what I came for. These research materials are yours to look after. I'll be off.
Wait, so you came here just to read this stuff? You missed out on a big get-together, you know.
Get-together? Ah, yes, that makes sense. This is a good opportunity for that sort of thing.
Guess what? Kaveh treated everyone this time.
Then I'm sure he packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
And there he goes. Well, it seems like he really wasn't affected by this research. He said that someone else would answer our questions. Who do you think that'll be?
Jetzt bleibt bloß noch einer übrig. Der wartet eine Zeit lang bei den Materialien. Naida und Skara?
Traveler, Paimon, you're already here.
Sie hat schon alles vorhergesehen.
Nahida! Oh, and that guy. Wait, so you asked him to take part in the championship? Yes, it was me. Are you surprised?
Überhaupt nicht.
Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem from the start? And if so, why didn't you switch it out for another one?
Because Sachin's research is not mistaken. He spent his entire life researching this topic, and these materials are a result of that. These are the crystallization of his wisdom. Yes, I was worried that the material might cause some disruption, but I didn't want to wipe away all his hard work searching for the truth. So instead, I had Hat Guy here to help me keep an eye on things.
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that now.
Why? Don't you like it? Well, anyway, if Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle his research, or if it had brought pain to more people, he would have intervened at a suitable moment.
And after all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty hilarious.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn how to interact with people normally. But it looks like that didn't work out.
That wasn't necessary. I'm still paying you back for your help. And the last thing I need is more reasons to be indebted to you.
Maida, what did you mean by Sachin's research is not mistaken? Does that mean that you approve of his research?
Put it this way instead. Truth to me is like a shroom boar. Some people only see the mushroom on the shroom boar's back, and they conclude that the shroom boar is a mushroom. Others see only the shroom boar's body, and they declare that the shroom boar is a boar. Still others look deeper inside, and determine that the shroom boar is meat. These conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objectively describe the shroom boar.
Paimon kinda gets it, but also not really.
Es ist wie mit den Menschen. Du kannst sie nicht in gut oder schlecht einteilen. Klar gibt es immer welche, die wo es übertreiben, aber es ist halt alles, was das Ergebnis zusammen, was dann das Ende ergibt. Das wird irgendwie bescheuert eigentlich. Aber ihr wisst, was ich meine.
The world is the same way. No one, not even I included,
Genau.
can understand it in its entirety. All of us are somewhere on the path toward truth. Within the confines of our limited knowledge, some may blindly believe in the beauty of this world, and others may focus only on its evils. In truth, the most important thing isn't what state the world is in now, but what people hope it will become. But of course, I don't mean that as a criticism or a call to action. Ultimately, my duty as the God of Wisdom is to guide every form of wisdom to a place where it can find its purpose.
That was a long speech. So what are you actually going to do with these research materials?
Because Kaveh, as the successor of this research, does not wish to see these ideas disseminated, I will seal it up. But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building block of the truth. If someone wishes to follow in his footsteps in the future, I will not stop them. I also look forward to the day that a member of the Vahumana Darshan can not only comprehend his theories, but also find a way out from the despair as well.
Vahumana doesn't have that kind of talent. Wait, you're not intending to keep me in Vahumana long term, are you? I don't remember signing up to become a scholar. Don't you think I'm useful enough to you as a prisoner?
Oh boy, here we go again.
You think so? Well, to that, I would say that in Sumeru, even prisoners have a right to an education. I hope that your studies in Vahumana will help you deal with your own fate, and learn how best to settle old debts from your past. I will review your final thesis myself. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Hat Guy.
Und wir sind fertig. Aber ich find's lustig. Hätte uns was klar sein soll, dass die Nahida hier auftaucht. Head Guy. Geh zurück zur Akademie und sieh dich um. Ah, ich wollte V drücken. Scheiße. Habe ich natürlich nicht gedrückt. Hä, da ist doch nichts mehr. Dori noch. Dori meint, sie verfügt über exklusive Informationen zum Akademiespektakel. Sollen wir danach fragen? Ah, das sind ja auch nochmal welche. Aber dafür kriegst du fast nichts.
Navigating the world as a whole.
Alter, wie lange geht denn das noch? Aber ich glaube, ich pfeife da drauf, Alter. Ich mache jetzt noch die anderen Dinger und dann. Scheißegal. Wir haben den Hauptauftrag erledigt und mehr wollte ich gar nicht. Warte mal, wo sind die Dinger? Hier. Pharmakologische Reaktion. Ach, das ist gleich daneben gewesen. Da. Auftrag betraut. Ach komm. Interessiert kein Schwein, was er will. Gar keine so eine Sphäre. Okay. Hat jemand euer Spiel gespielt? Studentenspiele vorbeigekommen? Also ist diese Kampfsphäre, ne, was wir gesehen haben. Musst du in der vorgegebenen Zeit Gegner besiegen. Kann ich das einfach von hier aus machen? Nee. Ich muss zu der Sphäre hin. Mit dieser kann man sich hinporten. Alter, ich hoffe, die ist nicht zu groß. Hoffe, wie bei den anderen 3 Stück reicht. Oh ja, echt, ey. Geil. Schwierig. Let's go. Steht bei allen Elite-Gegnern für jeden normalen Gegner auf dem Schlachtfeld alle 10 Sekunden. Elite-Gegner 150. Stell LP wieder her. Okay, das ist ja wurscht. Muss ich das? Den Angriff der Figur um 75, wenn sich weniger als 2 Gegner in der Nähe aufhalten. Go, mit denen kann man eh nichts falsch machen.
Hey! Share my knowledge!
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
I see everything!
Busted.
Grow, with all my strength! Dance with the waves! Hold the line!
Game's up.
Zack.
Gotcha.
Here! This dance is for you!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
This may hurt a little. Positions. Allow me. Torrent, bring refuge.
Game's up. Time's over.
Ja, diese Geo-Dinger ziehen echt viel ab. Fertig. Yeah, Herausforderung beenden. Ja, das geht eigentlich. Das Einzige ist es halt mit diesen Elite-Gegnern, dass du musst halt Stärken und Schwächen auswählen. LP normaler Gegner um 100. Die normalen Gegner wirbelnde Kryopilz durch das große Kryoschleim. Erhöht den physischen Widerstand oder Widerstand gegen alle Elemente aller normalen Gegner um 50, wenn sich auf dem Schlachtfeld Elite-Gegner aufhalten. Machen wir das da. Die gehen da schnell weg. Aufladerate 100%, erhöht den einen Pyro-Angriff einer Figur. Eine Figur startet den Angriff 80 Sekunden um 60. Passt. Soll ich mich damit groß auseinandersetzen, Alter? Die hauen wir weg.
Gotcha.
Everyone hold hands.
Things are about to get dicey.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Busted.
Here! Dance with the waves!
I see everything. Thrust and rebuild. Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Quietly now.
Hey,
Game's up. Fun's over.
help! I see everything.
With all my strength! This dance is for you!
Committed to memory. Hold the line. Grow, grow, grow.
Here
Ja, der hält echt viel aus, die Sau.
Everyone hold hands.
Gotcha.
This way, Turtle. Thrust and rebuild. Here.
Dance with the waves!
Committed to memory.
Oh, schon fertig. 1 Minute 40. War, glaube ich, ein bisschen schneller. Ne? War aber auch, weil mehr auf den Haufen waren. Gut, und die Robos halten sowieso viel mehr aus. Oh, nächste. Oh, menschliche Gegner, sehr schön. Erhöht wieder nur Gegner, Schlachtfeld auf den physischen. 15. Die erhalten Verstärkung. Ich bin immer für Verstärkung gut. Mehr als 70 LP hat den Heilungsbonus aller Truppenmitglieder um 50. Schildeffizient. Ja, passt, das da. Weil das hat irgendwas mit Urwuchs und so ein Scheiß zu tun.
I see everything. Temple of Wisdom.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
This dance is for you!
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Billowing surge.
Dance with me.
I see everything.
I'm getting
Quietly
the
now.
show's only just begun! Dance with the waves!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Happy to oblige!
Everyone hold hands.
Happy to oblige!
Hey,
Careful, your coming was foretold. Dance with me. For the eternal.
Oh.
This is for you! Be a good
everyone
audience,
hold
won't
hands.
you?
The Temple of Wisdom.
Here comes the cash.
Covenant of the Deep.
Found it!
Alter, das war mal das Schnellste. Deswegen mag ich menschliche Gegner am meisten, Alter. Die sind schnell weg und meistens rotten sie sich zusammen und dann machst du einfach insgesamt platt. So, dann haben wir ja das auch schon. Was mich stört, brauche ich wirklich alle. Ach, shit. Suche nach Wahrheit. Das haben wir. Das ist im Gange und das haben wir nicht. Das sind 200. Das war ein Käfer. Mimetische Replikation haben wir. Ups. Das haben wir. Das haben wir. Das ist aber nicht Ausgrabung. Ah, das ist da oben dabei. Das Ding ist halt, diese Truppe, was ich da habe, ist halt für mich ultimativ, Alter, um irgendwelche Gegner platt zu machen. So, Chef zu sein, findest du hier auch eine Aktion statt? Bist der Reisende, oder? Ha, ich habe viel von dir gehört. Das war mal eine Veranstaltung. Ihr spielt zum Thema Archäologie. Der tut viel Geschichtslehre im Zuge der Forschung natürlich. Bla bla bla, keine Angst. Okay, bla bla bla. Ah, das ist Suchen. Scheiße. Das klingt nicht allzu schwierig. Sehr gut. Verdammt. Hallo? Klick das weg. Alter, was ist denn da alles los? Ich will doch nur die Faros anhaben. Mach keinen Scheiß, Alter. Okay, wo muss ich das erste Ding machen? In der Nähe von Devara-Berg. Ah, da wo dieser Fluss ist. Da. Ist gut, dass man es relativ schnell erkennt. Ah, jetzt. Ah, okay, das ist so zum Aufstellen. Da lang? Nee, in die Richtung. Hä?
Take it easy. Ah. (49) 56 64 51 66 54, das heißt, ich bin weiter weg. Hä? Ah, da ist es. (90) Oh, da brauche ich doch Erde dazu. Jetzt kann ich das nicht machen, Alter, weil der Penner hier im Weg ist. Alter, ich bin zu klein für deinen Scheiß. Oder war es nicht sogar Feuer? Oh, jetzt muss ich es ja austauschen. Hä, wo habe ich sie? Da.
Don't disappoint.
Hä? Wow. Ich dachte, mit dem Ding kann ich sowas auch zerstören. Anderes Gestein geht ja. Da brauche ich halt einen Zweihänder.
I'll scout ahead.
Hä? Also muss ich echt Feuer nehmen?
Alter, ich habe sowas schon lange nicht mehr gemacht. Diese dämlichen Dinger. Ihr wollt mir schon jetzt richtig auf den Sack gehen, oder?
Oh, is it time for... Is it my time?
Was? Warum ist sie jetzt tot? Ey, das sind noch mehr von den Arschlöchern. Jetzt verzieht euch mal, Alter. Ich habe keinen Bock mehr auf den ganzen Käse. Verdammt nochmal. Lass mich einfach mal Zeug machen jetzt hier. Wow, da. Dämliche Drecksviecher, ey. Ich hasse es, wenn die mich nicht mal Zeug machen lassen. Oh, wie wär's, wenn es noch komplizierter macht, dass ich da reinkomme, Alter. In der Wüste. Irgendwas mit See. Da war's, oder? Weißt, es ist nicht schwer, aber es ist sau nervig, ey. Warum kann man sowas nicht gleich aufrufen einfach? Und die Hutau ist jetzt tot, wegen dem dämlichen Penner. Scheiß Elektrozeug. Hallo, soll das jetzt nicht hier sein oder so? So soll das gehen, so schaut's aus. Bis sie es halt in dem Monsterdorf versteckt haben. Okay, ich bin dran vorbei. Also hier? Hä? Ah, da. Aber direkt hinter vorne im Monster-Ding. Alter, was war das jetzt für ein Schwachsinn? Kurz mal wegporten. Es war jetzt wirklich nur, das hat jetzt alles nur so lange gedauert wegen dem... Oh, Alter, da rein, da rein, da rein. Das einsammeln, da rein. Pyramide. Düne der Vermeidung. Da unten. ...80... ...93... ...80... ...72... Jetzt... Ja, lass mich da hin, Alter. Was muss denn das so lange anzeigen immer? Dämlicher Dreck, ey. Weißt du, aber Hauptsache immer diese dämlichen Texte, die wo irgendwie kommen auf dieser schwarzen Hintergrund, auf diesem schwarzen Hintergrund. Oh, du hast 2 Sekunden Zeit, die 50 Wörter zu lesen. Passt schon. Hä? Oh, wow. So, fertig. Eieiei. Ah, ich muss das eine halt fertig machen. Jetzt gibt noch eins. Was ist das? Oh, muss das denn sein? Ich will endlich fertig werden. Weißt du, nimmst dir vor, dass du ja die 2 Stunden, das geht schon, Alter. Und dann brauchst du noch eine Stunde für den ganzen anderen Scheiß, Alter. Ah. Ja, ich weiß, ich bin selber schuld. Lasst mich ein bisschen maulen und meckern. Ihr kennt mich doch. Also wenn ihr jetzt schon bei 700 Folgen seid, dann wisst ihr, wie gerne ich maul. Also lasst mich ein bisschen die Entwickler hassen und alles. Da verstehe ich auch nicht, warum müssen wir das auswählen? Das ist doch nicht so, als ob wir den Mist nicht sowieso bloß dafür haben. Das ist ein gewisses Talent für Archäologie. Das Geschenk ist also für dich. Achso, das ist die Mission einfach. Wenn du nichts findest, vergebliche Mühe, wie man immer sagt. Die Situation gewöhnen. Okay, das war's dann auch. Jetzt muss ich den Scheiß von der Redekunde trotzdem machen. Ich glaube, da schaue ich nach einer Lösung, Alter. Ich bin in solchen Dingern immer schlecht, vor allem, weil ich mich immer dann verwirren lasse. Brauchst du noch alles? Brauchst du nicht alles? Hast du schon das Richtige? Hä? Bin ich jetzt denn wieder da? Alter, wo muss ich denn hin? Da unten? Ah, da. Alter. Oh, ich habe keine Energie mehr. Ja. Also, wartet mal kurz. Ich drücke mal schnell auf Pause. Okay, ich habe eine Seite. Suche nach Wahrheit 2. Rekonstruktion beginnen. Nach der Wahrheit suchen. Weil er den Brief nicht bekommen hat. Der da schon angestellt... Ach so, warte, falsche. Nee, doch. Der schon angestellt, der für das Versenden des Briefes zuständig ist. Weitergabe. Büro des Mentors. Schlüssel. Sei Fragen richtig beantwortet. Ich hab über die nächste Geschichte. Ja, los, go. Über die Beurlaubung. Schnell kopiert oder ausgetauscht. Ne, warte mal. Über die Beurlaubung. Wendungsmethode. Ist das echt euer Ernst? Alter, es ist eine deutsche Seite. Es ist eine Seite, die auf Deutsch geschrieben ist. Es ist ja schön, wenn er solche Guides macht, ne? Aber dann sollte das Spiel halt auch auf Deutsch spielen. Die Bilder, die da drin sind, sind auf Tschechisch oder sowas. Ich kann nicht mal lesen, was da steht, Alter. Oder ist es... Nee, das ist nicht auf Deutsch übersetzt. Oder? Land of Games. Russisch. Das ist Russisch, Alter. Russisch. Warum denn Russisch, ey? Was ist denn los? Teil 3. Antworten. Hä? Da gibst du die Suche der Wahrheit ein und das erste, was auftaucht, sind halt lauter russische Seiten. Also mit Punkt Ru. Ja, und jetzt lädt's nicht. Toll. Ja gut, scheiß drauf. Wow. Nix, was interessiert dabei. Ich hab's nicht gelesen. Sorry, aber es interessiert mich halt gar nicht, Alter. So Geschichtsdinger, die packen mich überhaupt nicht. Ah, da ist eine Schlüsselfrage. Achso, es gibt ja kein Schlüsselding mehr. Ja, dann nehme ich die russische Seite wieder. Aber dass die Google einfach auf Deutsch übersetzt, ist relativ gut eigentlich.
Weil er den Brief nicht bekommen hat? Oder die ist auf Deutsch geschrieben? Und keine Ahnung. Vielleicht ist er auch in mehrere Sprachen geschrieben. Das kann natürlich auch sein. Alle Urlaubsscheine sind bei denen, die sie haben wollen. Alle verabschieden sich. Hä? Jemand hat eine andere Belohnung gewählt. Jemand wurde später der Anspruch auf Urlaub verweigert. Nahm auch die Kiste. Was? Das hat hier gar nichts mit zu tun, Mann. Wow. Nein, jetzt lass mich in Ruhe, Alter. Lass mich jetzt nicht anmelden, ey. Fuck you. Okay, das bringt mir gar nichts. Ah, da. Das schaut nach deutscher Seite aus. Hä? Wo bin ich jetzt? Scheiß Werbedinger immer. Du scrollst irgendwo hin und dann spülst das komplett drüber. Deswegen, ich dachte schon, das hat aufgehört. Hä? Ist das nur das erste? Ja, das ist wirklich nur das erste. Wer ist beide? Videoanleitung. Oh, Alter, ungültig war. Ich denke mir, du hast eine der Fragen richtig beantwortet. Ich denke noch einmal drüber nach. Suche der Wahrheit. So, jetzt habe ich eine gefunden. Werden den gehalten, die es haben sollten. Jeder hat seinen Urlaubsschein genommen. Schachtel. Warum bleibt eine... Was für eine Kiste? Ach da, die Schachtel. Alter, überall steht Schachtel, überall steht Kiste und da steht Schachtel. Scheiße, Drecksübersetzung, Alter. Nächste Geschichte. Achso, nee, passt schon. Oh. Okay, und somit haben wir es beendet. Ich muss zugeben, ich habe da halt echt jetzt gar keinen Bock drauf gehabt. Aber ich finde es immer kacke, wenn du wirklich alles machen musst. Oh nein, hätte ich gar nicht. Oh nee, 12 hätten ja gereicht. Aber gut, ich will das andere Zeug aufhaben, passt schon. Wenn, dann will man ja alles haben. Also das ist nicht verkehrt gewesen. So, dann bedanke ich mich an der Stelle ganz herzlich bei euch fürs Zuschauen. Tut mir leid, dass ich im letzten Moment ein bisschen angenervt war. Ich meine, das hat jetzt alles leider ein bisschen länger gedauert, als ich geplant habe. Ich wollte jetzt eigentlich nur schnell was anderes machen und dann noch was und dann geht's in die Falle. Weil ich erst wieder natürlich spät abends angefangen habe. Aber das ist jedes Mal so, weil sonst wäre es... Ja, es ist immer so. Und dann wäre ich ungeduldig und dann fuckt es mich ab, ey. Und das Problem ist, weil ich so spät angefangen habe, kann ich auch nicht sagen, ach, den Rest mache ich morgen, das passt schon. Nein, weil dann ist es weg. Aber gut, leider fehlen jetzt natürlich ein paar Sachen, das mit der Dori und so, aber ja, komm, scheiß drauf. Danke fürs Zuschauen, macht's gut, bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus.